Free Grumpy Games.
Yeah, podcast go. After a 3-week hiatus, we're back for not that anybody cares.
Woo.
Woo! Right, we're in.
I'm not doing it unless it's the World of Tanks podcast.
It's the World of Tanks podcast.
Thanks.
Greatest tanks
I'm a
in the
panzer.
world.
I'm a chieftain, baby. I don't think you understand. I just think you're a pair of losers.
And Michael's a septic tank.
Yeah. He's a spoke tank. You're an aquarium, also known as a fish tank.
Very good. Very witty.
Thanks. I'm on fire.
Your usual level of
Awesomeness is the word you're looking for.
Right, so it's been, what, 3 weeks since the last one?
yeah. Basically, we're sorry anyone who still cares, but it's not our fault. It's Cooper's fault because his face grew to massive proportions.
Yeah, Cooper stitched a golf ball in his face to get some time off work.
Totally.
Did it work?
Totally was worth it.
Get
I'm
him.
off work now, Hannah.
There you go. Happy days.
Yeah, so what have you been playing for 3 weeks?
Grand Theft Auto.
Jesus Christ.
Not a lot really. Moving house.
Wings of Fear. Not
You're
Wings.
playing real life.
Yeah, I've been playing real life.
Yeah, me too, to be honest. We've had a lot going on. Haven't had a lot of time for gaming, truth be told. A little bit of Battlefield here and there. Not a lot. Very excited about World of Tanks though.
Oh yeah. I don't think you've mentioned that yet. Can you explain what it is?
What it is, imagine a world,
Right.
right?
What's in the world?
Tanks.
Just
Imagine
tanks.
the world just full of tanks.
Okay.
Big tanks, small tanks, fast manoeuvrable tanks.
No medium tanks.
There's some medium tanks. It's a world of tanks. Of course there's medium tanks. Right, and what you do is you get in your tank and you've got friends in their tanks. And then there's some people who are not your friends in their tanks. And then you fuck each other up. Get it? Get this bit in tanks.
Can you make some sort of megazord out of tanks?
No, it's a world of tanks, not
Do
a
you
world
shoot?
of megazords.
Do you
Yeah, well,
shoot
not a
tanks
megazord,
out
but
of your
a
tanks?
tank
No,
made
you
of
shoot
tanks.
tank bullets out of your tank.
Alright.
Well, that's not really a world
Are
of
they
tanks,
made of
is it?
tanks?
Yes, it is. No, it's made for tanks though. It's a tank
Right.
bullet.
If you're not shooting tanks out of tanks, it's not a world of tanks.
It is a world of tanks. You're just a loser.
I think.
You know when you say a
You
word too
don't
much and it
really-
loses meaning?
Yeah.
Tanks is just fucking...
It hasn't. It still means something to me. It means a lot to me. It means the world to me.
Tanks.
Tanks. Yeah.
So, thanks for that, Andy.
Hey, didn't.
So yeah, basically, in terms of like news, rather than just saying tanks over and over again, World of Tanks has came to PS4.
Tanks.
Tanks. Tanks a lot. And I'll get my phone out where I've actually got things.
Have
I'll
you
talk
seen a
about-
game called Ark? Survival Evolved.
That's the dinosaur one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen some whitterings of that of late.
So I got to play an hour of it for free.
Any good?
Yeah, is it in the beta now?
I think so, but for some reason Xbox users got an hour free of it, so I downloaded it, tried it, and it was the first 10 minutes was a bit frustrating because there was no instructions. You just wash up on this beach. You don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
and I got fucked up by a Dilophosaurus.
Nice.
Then I started to figure out what to do, and
I'm on them and then that's me done.
you got to build your own weapons and your fucking hut, and then
Can you build a tank?
yes, no, you can't.
Don't want to play them.
You can tame a T-Rex though and ride it into battle.
Yeah,
It's not a tank.
it's better than a tank.
It's not better than a tank, you dickhead.
What do you think the T stands for in T-Rex?
Tank.
Tiny.
Tank Rex.
Could still be a tank.
It's not.
be a
Not
tiny
any.
tank Rex.
Even a tiny tank would fuck a T-Rex up.
Wouldn't man?
It would like.
You've clearly never seen a T-Rex.
You know, years ago when some like kind of left-wing do-gooder program put that thalidomide in an MMA ring, and you had like dead short arms like this, and you had an MMA fight with like a normal dude, and the normal dude was being dead nice and standing back, and he was
Yeah.
just totally taking liberties and knocking spin kicks out on his head and
Yeah.
stuff. And if that guy hadn't just like let the guy take liberties, right? He's
Yeah.
just knocked him. And that's like a T-Rex versus a tank, isn't it? A tank, T-Rex is stood there with his little flit arms, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't attack with its arms, does it?
It won't have any teeth left to attack with because it'll have its head blown off.
It won't, man.
Tank shell
Tank shell wouldn't even scratch the T-Rex.
would blow its head to bits.
T-Rexes are armoured. Everybody knows that. And
Right,
they've got lasers.
wait till World of Tanks does the dinosaur DLC.
Then we'll see. Surely though, that it being World of Tanks, it would have a bias towards tanks and therefore can't be counted.
You can't assume that.
Just wait till the World of Dinosaurs comes out.
Yeah, and that
And
has
we'll
the
drop
tank
a tank
DLC.
in, and I bet the tramp
Yeah.
I bet the tank tramp.
I bet the tramp fucks everything up.
Yeah, I bet the tramp fucks the
Nobody
T-Rex.
saw the tramp coming.
World of Tramps.
That's a fucking brilliant idea. You start off
Trying to bum change.
you
off
start
people.
off in your house and you've got to like pick how you go. Like, do you get raped repeatedly by your parents and move out, or
Do you
is it a
discover
drug habit?
cocaine?
Aye,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? World of Tramps is
Do you
brilliant.
lose it all in a casino?
And then it's like and then it's like fucking you've got to find your shopping cart and all that stuff. That'd be brilliant. That if there's ever any dev ever listens to this, no one listens to it now, but you never know. In 10 years, right, these shitty podcasts might become like a hipster cult classic. You know what I mean? Oh, I found this really obscure one that only had 4 listeners. You know what I mean? So like people will love it.
We were talking
Whereas-
about this game where you become the best champ you can be, and at level 10 you substitute your belt for a skipping rope.
That's fucking brilliant. That.
We also had this other game called Michael Shakes Fox.
Look, there's a mini game. Look, they're fighting over a trench coat. A Dukin. Oh God,
We need to start making games.
we should. We'd be excellent devs. Like,
We just need people with the actual ability to make them. We
The
can have all
the
all
ideas.
yeah, we can be the thought people, and they can actually make it.
We can be the suits.
Yeah,
Do you hear about Destiny 2?
yeah, not
Being
coming out,
delayed.
but
Boo hoo.
yeah.
why they delayed it?
Who knows?
Reasons. Jesus.
But this is the thing though. When I was thinking about it, it's like
Immediately, my brain's gone to because Destiny's still making the money.
yeah. But I think they're only delaying about a couple of months or something.
Yeah.
Because they're still trying to stick to the plan of like every other year releasing a new one and then having a year of DLC in between. That's kind of like their plan.
Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. But that when I was thinking about it, I'm like I don't really have any interest in Destiny much. But I thought when Destiny 2 comes out, I'll probably be more interested in that than I was in say the Taken King. Do you know what I mean?
I haven't.
Because then it's essentially a new game. Well, it is a new game.
Jason got the Taken King pack. He got the one with all the DLC in. And he gave me his old Destiny disc.
Yeah.
I think he did it in the vain hope that I would get the new DLC and play with
And
him,
get
which
back in
I might have done at some point if not for the fact that I'm a Grand Theft whore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, I had no compulsion to play. My thing with GTA isn't that I just want to sit and play GTA over everything else. It's just GTA is my go-to game when I've got nothing else to play.
Yeah.
And there's been nothing really lately that's made us go, oh, I want that, except for the Division. But you've said you've got stuff to poo-poo that a day. So I listen, but I'm still really interested in the Division, and I'm interested in that Mafia 3 as well.
Well, it's not all bad for the Division.
And I haven't mentioned it yet, but there's this game where it's an entire world of tanks. I quite like the look of that.
Tell us more.
Think of a world,
Okay, I'm thinking of a world. How big a world?
massive. It's infinite.
Wow, an infinite world.
It's an
Okay.
infinite world.
What's it full of?
Tanks.
Outside of that world, though.
Is me sat with my joypad.
Yeah, but outside of the world, if we go, is it a universe of tanks as well, or is it just one world of tanks?
Well, they haven't done the DLC yet, have they? So I don't know if they've done a universe.
Or am I
one,
getting
but-
too existential there?
No, that's fine. I'm alright with that. I would imagine then technically. Well, here's how it would work. If it's only the world and that world is considered its own world, and beyond that the programmers haven't put anything else, technically, theoretically, I would imagine that it's down to the imagination of the user And in my head, it stands to reason that if they've made a fictional world of tanks that can reside in a universe of tanks,
Yeah.
in a galaxy of tanks, in a multiverse, fuck it, it's the multiverse of tanks.
So basically, given that, like, you know, infinity can't be measured, and the known universe is maybe like it's a small portion of its true size, would it be a fair assumption to say that it could even be an infinity of tanks?
Yes.
Right. Okay, I cleared that up.
Yes, I would say that's reasonable. Mathematically, it's plausible.
Yeah. Well, maths is the closest we can get to the handwriting of God, isn't it? So.
That's right. No, tanks is the closest.
All right.
Have you heard what Sony have done? Where they've pissed off the whole internet.
What have they bloody done now?
What? They spoke.
They tried to trademark the words "Let's Play."
What?
Yeah.
I assume by you saying try, we failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some backlash over that.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Sony are turning more and more evil.
They are they're getting really shitty. I'm still pissed off about me fucking... I mean, the other day, next month we'll probably have a bit more money. And I actually toyed with thinking, and you know, I forget the name of the game. It was a free game. It was a free to play, one of the monthly games, and I never finished it, and it was awesome. It was like a black and white game. It was like almost like a precursor to The Last of Us, where you start off, you go into your town and you find a camcorder, and it's got like footage of your missus and your bairn on. Do you remember it? And you've got to go and find that. It's an apocalypse game.
I can't remember that.
Well, it was amazing, and I played the first part. I got it downloaded. I can't remember if it was free to play or if I paid for it.
It's not Outlast, is it?
I can't remember what it's called. And I can't look on my fucking playlist now because it doesn't show up my PS3 games, does it?
Oh, it was PS3.
Yeah, it was a PS3 game. And so I was thinking I might go and get a PS3 game and play it again. So that's fresh in my head though, because like, I'm so fucking angry.
Lone Survivor or something daft like that.
Something-
Something along those lines.
Yeah, but the fact that my monthly games only shows me PS4 games on that platform, I want to be able to tick them and put them in the box. Because I don't have a PS3 at the moment, but I've paid the same money as someone who does have a PS3.
Yeah.
So if I want to go back to that game later and play it, I fucking should be able to. I'm
Actually,
getting really
I'm
pissed off.
pretty sure you can do it online if you go on to.
You shouldn't have to. You should
That's
be
an
able to do
arse
it
on.
Yeah, but you can do it. Is my point. If you are that adamant about it, you can go online and like tick it.
See, I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, what games am I missing for the PS3 that are free? Because I've got 2 PS3s in the house, but they're not plugged up, and I can't be asked to plug them up if I'm honest. So it's probably my own fault. But from what I hear, there's some pretty good shit.
It's annoying as
The
fuck.
PS4 free games are just getting worse and worse.
They are. You know what as well? It's not a new console anymore.
Yeah. So
You know, Japan got Killzone.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know Killzone was the first game to come out
But it
with
was alright. It wasn't amazing, but it was alright. And it was a fucking
it's
AAA
still. I was
title.
going to say it's still
and it
AAA.
looked amazing.
Yeah. Like, we're at the stage now where surely we should be getting those sort of games now.
Yeah.
If you look at all the original lineup, stuff like that, Knack, Black Flag, you know, things that came out.
I have got some, it's not necessarily gaming related news, but I've got a massive bombshell for you, Michael. Massive. I'm going to get an iPad and a Mac.
Wow.
That's what's going to happen. I'm going to join the dark side.
The PC Elite.
No, Apple. I'm going to become an Apple kisser.
It does mean if you get like a decent Mac as well, then you can play XCOM 2.
It does mean that.
Yeah.
So what's brought this on?
Seeing what you can do with the interface and all the media, how much better it is than PC software, and then having another look at like GarageBand and all these other really fucking good
GarageBand's really good,
music apps
considering it's free.
and things like that. Yeah. So it's for twofold reasons. One, for me music recording, because it's going to just be better. It interfaces with Analog Studios easier as well, which is what I use. And two, I just like the way everything works together.
You don't.
I was down when I went to see Mark, right? He's writing a book at the minute, and he showed us what he's been writing. And his ebook, instead of just having pictures, he's clipped in video footage of demos of what he's doing. This is in an ebook. So it's in a window that looks like a book illustration, and you click on it and it's a video.
Is he doing it in Pages? Is that the program he's
Yeah.
using? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's free on the Mac.
And it's the stuff I've seen it do over the years. I've always said to you that I've got very, very strong opinions, and when enough evidence is put in front of me and it changes my opinion, I'll willingly change it. So my opinion is this, based on that, what I saw Mark's hardened software doing, based on what I already know about there's not no hardware software conflict, that's bullshit, right? But there's a lot less on Macs than there is PCs, right? And then that time when I went through with you and I saw their customer service, and those few things combined have made me think, well, yes, Macs are expensive, and at one time, I will still argue at one time, yes, they were mainly just gimmicky. But between then and now, I would say that they've cornered the market. I'm even going to get an iPhone on my next upgrade.
Wow. Holy shit.
Because if I have an iPhone and an iPad and a Mac, there's no problem. Everything will integrate.
And if you do something on your phone,
You can put it on either, exactly.
It'll sync to the...
So, yeah, that's where I'm at with Mac now.
Cool.
I always said to you that if ever I had something that would change my mind, I would change my
And a
mind.
lot of people think with Macs that you can't game, but you can.
Of course you can.
There's, you know, as long as you make sure you've got the right stuff in it.
Yeah,
In fairness, that's not even an issue anymore. It was only like,
back in the day, that.
yeah, like you're talking 5 or 6 years ago where it was like,
There's no way the size of Apple that developers don't bring out software for Macs now, game software.
Oh, there's loads of games.
I know.
I mean, the last one I bought for it was Knights of the Old Republic 2. Just nostalgia reasons, I guess. But it's still pretty good.
But how's that for a bombshell?
It is. Colin, I think we should move on to Division because I want to know what Hal's got to say about it.
Right.
Because I've had my mind changed about it.
I'm going to say this first.
What
What I've seen so far, it's going to be a Destiny killer.
yeah, basically what I've got is, the first one, everyone who's played it basically has went, it's more like Destiny than you think, right? Which might be a bit of a turn off for someone who doesn't really like Destiny. However, the main things that I've got to poo-poo it are, it's had a lot of stuff cut out of it.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Several like options that they've like touted as being like, you know,
Or trade with players.
trading with players and
But they're bringing that in a
yeah,
future
just not
patch.
at launch.
Oh, that's fair enough.
But that's the thing though, just because they've said it, do you know what I mean? Anyway, and there's sections of bits of game areas gone. Like they had like one bit in like a Brooklyn borough and that's just gone.
Yeah, it's just Manhattan now, isn't
Yeah.
it? But it's 1-to-1 scale apparently.
Yeah.
So it is like the full size of Manhattan.
Also, this is slightly
That's
good news though about stuff that's been cut. Well, one I don't care about. There was a companion app to go with it on your phone. That's not happening
Yeah, I
anymore.
remember. I knew that wasn't happening
But like, I
anymore.
couldn't give a fuck about that. And here's one that you'll actually like. Originally, they were touting that they were going to have paid level boost microtransactions. Gone.
Yes, they're listening.
So yes,
That's it.
And
That's it.
this is Ubisoft as well.
yeah.
I'm signing up. I'm pre-ordering it on the 1st.
So yeah, some bits of the game's been cut, but
If anyone
Not all that
ever
bad.
listened, they've just got a customer. Off that move alone, I'm definitely going to pre-order it now.
There's one thing I don't like about it. Apparently, headshots don't kill people.
That's good.
yeah.
But from what I'm seeing, I keep thinking, you know what? Even though it's Ubisoft and it's online, I think I'm going to get it.
Well, try your headshot then. I want to give you a bit of sage philosophy from back in the day, from our era. Guns don't kill people, rappers do.
I'm a fucking rapper and I might kill you. Over the next line.
Calling the police, woo woo woo.
Not,
the
not
beat
quite
up,
as good as their magnum opus, your mother's got a penis.
Quality tune out.
Yeah.
The beta for the Division is the 29th of January. I should be able to play it then.
I'm really excited about that.
Basically, even though I've said it's more like Destiny than you think, I think that's in regard to the fact that it has got sort of RPG elements.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Not necessarily how it is.
I didn't think Destiny was shit.
Yeah.
I sunk a lot of fucking hours into that game.
So
I didn't think it was shit. I thought it was broken.
it grew old quickly.
It grew old quickly because they hacked it to fucking pieces.
Yeah.
Hopefully. This is a glimmer of hope for me. Because they've listened about the microtransactions. That's a glimmer of hope. Hopefully, they've listened about butchering games and then reselling bits of it back to you in drip feeds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but then there's that whole thing about hope being the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torment of man.
Going from like one company doing a good thing to another company doing a bad thing.
Can I just say before we do move on, if anything's going to dash my hope, there's a world I can go to.
What world is that, Andy?
It's a world of tanks.
Well, in that world, I'm willing to assume microtransactions do actually exist, though.
Yeah, but in free-to-play games, I don't give a fuck about microtransactions. If I can still log in for free and play the game and it's fun, that's good.
Yeah.
If I get immersed in the game and really enjoy the game and want different things, I'm all for it. It's like more like I see that on a free-to-play framework. I see that more as like a donation.
Well, that's the thing. That's the model, isn't it? Freemium is like the whole point of it. Like they let you play for free and they make the money on microtransactions. That's fine. That's never been a problem. The problem is when they expect you to shell out 60 notes for a new game and then microtransactions as well.
Agreed. So a world of tanks. I can see me sinking in the next 3 years several £100 into that, knowing me.
So have you heard what Square Enix has done to Hitman?
No, I saw something about this. I was going to read it, and then me and Curly got sidelined this week, and I've been really busy. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Why? What have they done?
Cancelled everybody's pre-orders.
Yeah,
Why?
I heard about that.
Because they've changed the game model. It's no longer going to be a game, it's going to be an episodic game. So
I don't like that, mine.
way to rinse the money out
Yeah,
of the
I
people.
don't like that. Because think about it. Say it's 5 episodes. Even if they only charge 15 quid per episode, right? That's what?
75 quid.
75 quid.
The thing is, the game was looking really fucking good as well.
That is bullshit. Do you know what? I wouldn't care as well, but the last game, in terms of how it should have sold, was a flop.
Yeah.
It was pretty good though, absolutely.
Yeah, it was a good game.
The game itself was fucking excellent. Me and you had a lot of fun trying to beat each other's scores and stuff on certain levels, right? Because it would be like, I did fucking great on that like Chinese market level, and then he smashed me score, and I must have been on for about a month trying to beat your score. It was great fun. But here's the thing, right? I supported the game. I love the fucking franchise. I still think the franchise was amazing up until this point. We'll see what happens with this. But I'm not going to support them if it's just fucking rip-off dog shit.
I don't support the movies of it though.
No, they're both shit.
However, Timothy Oliphant is a legend. And if you don't watch Justified, you're the kind of person who probably doesn't play World of Tanks. Therefore,
Timothy Oliphant was much better in Deadwood, and they've just been told they're doing a Deadwood movie now.
He was amazing in Justified. And if you don't like Justified or World of Tanks, I don't like you.
The stuff I've got for news, it's a pretty much mixed bag. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster for you.
Not man, I'm alright.
Trigger words.
Have you seen Anita Tarkasi's
some
new
good
video? I did want to bring that up.
No.
Have you seen a new video? She's done like, you know, our tropes in video games shit.
Yeah.
She's kicking off because you can see Catwoman's bum, but you can't see Batman's bum because of his cape, therefore sexist.
Oh God.
So, no, seriously, that's actually a video. That's pretty much it. Look at her, it's Lara Croft. She's got like 90s footage of Lara Croft's brick arse, right? Look at this. This is objectification. It's like, even in the 90s, right, I wasn't like this from my PS1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Lara.
Look at that brick arse. Do you
know what I mean?
Look at the points.
It's like fucking hell, and she's actually got footage of her as Batman, not the most recent game, the one before. Spinning him round fast, and she's moaning because she can't see his arse. So she's trying to look at his arse, but moaning that you mentioned being able to see women's arses. Now here's the thing: all she needed to do was jump off the fucking building she was on, I'm not even a Batman game player, and his cape will go up.
It's called physics.
Do you know what I mean?
This new thing in it, you should try it.
Like, what? She's clearly a fucking gamer. You know what I mean? Like, fuck off. But anyway, it's been poo-pooed so badly. This video's been so badly received, even by the social justice warrior community.
Yeah.
Even they're like, oh, come on, and you just, how you're making us all look stupid now, as if they think they didn't look
The
stupid.
thing is, though, the thing I can't get away with, and I realise we're getting sidetracked a bit here, but it's like,
How we're a gaming podcast.
if her, well, you know, but like, we're kind of moving into the realm of feminism, as opposed to just
No,
purely
just
game.
talking about that dickhead.
But anyway, right. Surely, if she's talking about objectifying Lara Croft's 90s brick arse, okay, people who grew up and who, let's assume, they were going to that, surely now they wouldn't be objectifying women, because surely the only women they'd want to objectify would be ones with brick-shaped arses, which, let's be honest, I haven't seen that many of. Right? So, you know, how is that a problem?
You've never been to Florida, have you? Anyway, so now she's released a statement saying she's stopping. She's retiring from the internet.
Good.
Because of stress.
Good.
Like, bye.
Good.
Don't mind your brick-shaped arse on the door on the way out.
Right, so,
Tried to share that with you. It was funny.
he's
That was something I did want to share.
here's something that you'll probably quite like. Iron Maiden
I like it already.
are making an iOS Android game called Legacy of the Beast.
Yes.
You play as Eddie,
Oh, get him.
and you fight baddies, which they've all drawn inspiration from their like cover albums and stuff like that. So yeah, and also it features their music during battle,
Obviously.
obviously. But apparently as well, I was reading it's also got some like previously unreleased like tracks and stuff on there as well, which is pretty cool, really.
Yeah, I'm into that, like.
But yeah, like Iron Maiden, they've just went, fuck it, let's make a game. Do you know what I mean? I was like, yes, that's brilliant.
I'm into that, like. I'm right into that. That's awesome.
We heard about David Gator.
Yes, I've got that as well.
No.
This is a bad one.
This is a sad one.
How then?
So David Gator is the guy responsible for writing Knights of the Old Republic,
Yeah, I know who he is.
Dragon
And-
Age.
Yeah, I know who he is.
all Dragon Age.
Well, I know him because of Dragon Age.
Yeah. Well, he's now left BioWare.
Yeah, after 17
Really?
years.
Yeah.
Why?
He's
He's
took
working
a
on
job
some other
somewhere else.
project, but he can't say what as of yet. But yeah.
Which is bad news for the Dragon Age franchise, I think.
Not bad news for us, though. The guy's breaking away and working on something fucking brand new. And he's one of the best writers I'm familiar with. Therefore, that's not bad news at all. In fact, that's awesome. I'm all for really creative people going into a situation where they've got more freedom.
No, I agree with that, but
Yeah.
the fact is that Dragon Age will suffer because
Yeah.
he won't be there writing the next
Basically.
game.
So what? It'll get replaced by whatever it is he is writing. Which will be better.
You're just trying not to be rocked by this emotional roller coaster. That's what it is.
Am I that transparent? I am actually. I'm looking for the positive. I am a little bit bothered because I'd like to see him conclude Dragon Age
Yeah.
at least. If he was going to do that, I'd like to see him end Dragon Age round up. Who's to say he hasn't finished the script though?
Yeah. I mean, this is
Do you
the
know
thing
what I
I was thinking. It's like obviously they're going to have a team of writers. It's not going to be just that guy. But the fact that he is like the
He
best.
is Mr. Dragon Age.
He's been there for 17 years, and he's like pretty much authored like Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, all
Yeah.
the Dragon Age, and Star Wars: The Old Republic as well. So basically, he is the guy.
He's also wrote the Dragon Age novels,
Yeah.
which I
Which were
read,
good.
and they were really good. If they use those novels for the next few games, that would be good.
Yeah, to do that, it's written. But what'll happen is some snotty nosed little fucking smart ass will be like, well, they've gone, we need to go in a new direction. And they'll write a fucking hipster SJW emo Dragon Age where, oh, I'm not even, no, stop. Yeah, it's shit.
Emotional roller coaster.
Shut up. Wankers.
I've got one that might make you laugh.
Wait a minute, because I can't find my Sprite.
God, first world problems, eh?
Kelly!
Where's me Sprite?
So how do you feel about the Mortal Kombat XL? Because you've already bought Mortal Kombat.
I don't mind.
It's in the cupboard, she says. How then hit us with
Have
your
you
comedy.
bought any of the DLC?
No, I would buy the combat pack, and if you already own the game, you can actually buy.
Michael, would you like some of this delicious, lightly flavoured water?
No thanks.
There is a season pass for it, so that's been around already. So I don't really mind.
What are we talking about? Got me pop.
Mortal Kombat XL,
They're releasing it next 2 months, I think.
which is basically Mortal Kombat X with all the DLC.
Well,
It's basically Game of the Year edition.
Do you know what? I never got around to playing Mortal Kombat and I wanted to, so I think I'll get that.
That's the thing. Like people
I'll
saying,
be
how do I
honest,
feel about it? Given that I bought the thingy game without the DLC, but there's a season pass. Do you know what I mean?
It works out more expensive getting the season pass and the DLC.
Oh, we did that with Dragon Age, we bought
Yeah.
Dragon Age and all the DLCs. And
But that's how it works. Do you know what I mean?
Right, so what's this funny news?
Apparently, do you know how like Pornhub's been releasing a load of like traffic stats recently?
Oh, I've got this as well.
Yeah. Apparently, since this time last year, there's been a 326% increase in searches for Minecraft porn.
Oh no, I didn't have that. That's fucking. That's awful.
Minecraft porn.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Really?
The one I had was.
I know you can't process it, can you?
Yeah. I'm trying to visualise it and I'm struggling like.
Because this is the thing.
I watch a guy, I subscribe to a YouTuber called Mr. Repsion, right? And he's kind of going through this phase at the moment. He's only a young man and he's trying to be like, come out as like an opinionated badass because he's always been known for being really nice.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like fucking it up a little bit. You know, like when you get like somebody who's like a kid when you're like a pure fucking nerd and you're like, right, I'm sick of being pushed around. So instead of having a fight with like the fucking biggest, hardest guy and beating him, you fuck it up by coming to school the next day dressed as a Power Ranger. he's like that kind of guy. So he's like, I'm sick of holding me tongue and being nice. So he's going after people like furries and bronies online, right? But it's really funny because he's gone after like bronies, and I knew there was like I knew it wasn't innocent. I didn't because I'm not naive, but I didn't actually realise how dark the brony culture was, and they even have a thing called clopping, right? And all clopping is profusely masturbating to My Little Pony stuff, and it's called clopping. And there's this video.
Did you enjoy it?
There's this guy. He's fucking fat. You know, like the fat cunt I shouted at when we came for Battlefield, with the kid like greasy hair and stuff, right? He stood there like sweating and greasy like this, with his hair all over, and he's like almost like he's sweating like the principal off Beavis and Butthead, and he's like, I think when it's done right, clopping can be really classy. What the fuck? What the fuck? How can clopping be classy? Anyway, Minecraft porn.
Yeah, Minecraft
I mean,
porn.
my head's gone down the same road.
But the thing is, though, is it's like obviously there will be some like demographic of grown-ups playing it, but generally it's marketed towards kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like where is this sort of like where's the overlap between like do you know what I mean Minecraft and porn?
It's dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
But a 326% increase since last year.
Well, since last year, the PlayStation has now overtook the Xbox as the most preferred porn-watching console. That's probably because there's more PS4s out there than Xbox Ones, like. Yeah. So in Germany, right, for the past year, PS4s have sold 2.8 million. Sorry, the past few months. Wii U's have sold 690,000. And the Xbox Ones have sold 600k.
Wow.
The Wii U are
outsold
outselling.
the Xbox. Wow. Fuck me.
Yeah. I think the Xbox is in a bit of trouble.
Not even Phil Spencer can save us. The world's coming to an end.
I think I know.
It's a harbinger
I
of
know
the
I've been
apocalypse.
critical of him. Like, I've been very like skeptical of him. Like when he's overly nice about places, I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. I mean, of course you think that. But to be fair, he's been consistent, and he's been the best thing to happen to our Xbox. But what I think is he's too little, too late.
Yeah.
I think if they don't save themselves by the next gen, they'll probably be going the way of Sega.
Yeah.
You know, they'll stop making consoles. Seeing that apparently Sega are coming out with a new system.
There has been talk on and off the last 2 years about the Xbox franchise being sold to another company.
But you know you do one bad if the fucking Wii U outsells you.
The thing is, though, is who would they sell it to? Because think about it, it's like, I could say, I could go, oh, well, if they sell it to a good company who can take it in the right direction, then that might be exactly what they need. But I'm thinking, who has the time and resources compared to Microsoft? Do you know what I mean? To actually...
Your thinking's all wrong, you're not understanding business. Sony will buy it and shut it down.
Fair enough, aye. Yeah.
And then take the patents for like the
Yeah.
Kinect sensor and implement it into the PlayStation and
Yeah,
shit like that.
shit, never thought of that.
That's what'll happen.
Yeah.
Then
And then the
Sony-
grand Sony communist era begins.
Yeah, Sony will really
Same for
become
all.
evil
Same.
corp.
When you go to buy a game, it'll be, hello, comrade. Hello. What are you gaming today? I'm gaming what everybody is gaming.
Who's been your favourite bad guy from PS4 game?
Oh, that's easy. That's fucking easy, that. Handsome Jack.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go
Without a
Handsome Jack.
fucking doubt. In fact, did I not have this outburst to use before, or did I just imagine it?
I think you probably did.
I think Handsome Jack is the best fucking villain in anything I've ever seen. I fucking love him. I love Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack makes me want to be a baddie in real life.
The thing is, though, is I think part of the reason, I mean, obviously he's charismatic, but I think part of the reason that he's...
Hilarious.
Yeah, but like they've put so much time into developing like him, do you know what I mean, as a character, and his backstory and everything, and even like because of the pre-sequel, how he, like seeing where he comes from to how he ends up, do you know what I mean? And it come after you, like, because obviously you've played Borderlands 2, right? Then you play the pre-sequel, then you go back to Borderlands 2 and you go, it kind of gives you like perspective.
You
know what I
need
mean?
you need to play Tales from the Borderlands as well because it takes it a bit further. It's really,
He's
really
awesome. Like, I fucking love him. I really love him. Why did you ask that? And who's yours?
good. I would say Handsome Jack, but for a while I was thinking, is it Handsome Jack or is it the Crones from Witcher 3? Because they were cool baddies.
They were, but there
it has to
wasn't
be-
enough to them.
Yeah, it has to be Handsome Jack.
The Crones were fun, but they were just like a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
If you had to fuck one of them, which of the Crones would you fuck? If you had to.
Fuck, marry, kill the Crones.
Oh, right, okay. The ones from the painting,
No, you can't have that.
why? They looked far
can't-
better in
you
the
can't.
painting.
You can't have that. I love that because we've just put this on Witcher just for you.
I don't know, who's your fuck, marry, kill for the...
I just killed myself.
So here's one that you'll really like. We're going high again on the roller coaster.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Right.
I hope you got somebody after to dropping them down and...
Anything will be down from here.
Right.
For him anyway. Right.
World of Tanks has been
Guess who
cancelled.
says that they're interested in doing a Fallout 4 follow-up?
Oh yeah, I know this one.
Who is interested?
Obsidian.
Yes.
They've basically said the team's always well up for it.
Yes.
So if they get the green light, they'll be on it.
Yes. Get the fuck in.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 with the New Vegas treatment. That's what I'm talking about
Yeah.
with it. New Vegas is the best. I don't care what anyone says. Obsidian did the best job.
I enjoyed New Vegas the most, to be honest.
Me too. Brilliant game.
So you know how, obviously I hate
Everything.
Fallout, and I got Fallout 4 and I
Yeah.
said it was alright. So last week when I got back out of hospital I decided to start... I finished the Uncharted series,
Yeah.
and then I got back to Fallout. I put it in, and I was like, oh, I'm so bored of this. I couldn't even finish the fucking storyline, so I went and traded in.
Right, I've finished the storyline. I haven't gone back to the game.
Same, actually.
I find that now that the gleams wore off, I still think it's fantastic. I still think it was a good game, and I could still lavish it with praise. But what I'm going to say is, because of the tedious, repetitive missions and stuff like that, it took the edge off the game,
Yeah.
and it gave it no replay value.
That's irony though, because...
the idea of logging in now to have Preston Garvey tell me
Yeah.
someone's been kidnapped.
Fuck
is-
Preston, honestly.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you
though?
seen the comment on Pornhub where it's a picture of Preston's face and he says, there's a settlement in trouble, need your help. And everybody it says something like, when you're done fapping,
Yeah.
there's a settlement in trouble that needs your help. It made us laugh.
He bugged out on mine, which I fucking loved, right? Because, I mean, you've traded in, so it doesn't matter. You don't really care about the end, I guess. Right? I went Brotherhood of Steel, all the way to the end. I know you went Institute, but I blew the Institute to fucking shit. I blew it sky high.
See, I was
right?
going to go Railroad if I if I weren't to finish.
Basically, if you don't go institute, the same sort of thing happens at the end. You blow shit out the institute, right? Anyway, so I blew that up, and I went back to talk to Preston Garvey, and he was like, basically, it didn't matter. He always had the same conversation, whereas every time I went up to him, he'd say the same crack. And I tried every single option, and basically it didn't matter what I said, he spat his dummy and he called us a mass murderer, right? Because he was like, oh, I don't care if they were our enemies, what about the women and children and that? You didn't have to kill them. And then I was just like, no regrets, and I was like, they were my enemies, they all had to die. And he was like, no, what you did was mass murder, and he just started fucking crying, and every time I walked past him, he'd be like, ooh. But I fucking loved that after weeks of him going, oh, help the settlement. For him to be like, you're a dick, yeah, I was like, yeah, well, the feeling's mutual, Preston, fuck off.
Did you enjoy the way I killed Mama, what's her name?
Yeah, Mama Murphy.
And I told you I was trying to do it and it worked. I enjoyed that. Did you do that? Every time she asks for chems, I was giving her as many chems as she wanted.
What I did was I made her a chair and put it all the way over the other side of my settlement and never spoke to her
That's
again.
what Amy's done.
Well, I made a chair and I put it way out the way, but I kept going back. He was at mine one day and why you keep doing it, and I said because hopefully I can give her enough chems and she'll die.
Yeah, because every time you give her some, she has a bit of a fucking spaz attack.
Right, and I said I'm going to keep going and she might die, and lo and behold, there's a bit where you give her some chems and she goes, oh, I guess I should have seen that coming, and then she dies on in front of you, and I was like, yes, she's dead, I'm killing her. And it's like there's the Chinese woman who's first at the settlement when you go there, her and the husband. Every time you walk past her, she's like, I can't believe you and Preston let Mama Murphy die like that. And I'm like, it wasn't even Preston. You didn't get in, it was him.
So do you ever find yourself, I'm guessing you do when he's like, what, 90-year-old or something? That's what I thought.
Pretty much. The game kind of leads you to believe that the band's 10-year-old, right? But that's actually because they've made a synth child, right? And then you find out actually that the head of the institute, spoilers anyone, it's a bit late for that now, but I'm sure everyone who's listening to this has probably played it.
Yeah.
Right?
Head of the institute
is your son, yeah, and he's older than you, yeah. He's like 60-year-old. What I loved though is when I actually went there to like blow the fuck out of everything in the institute. I had to set this thing off and then I had to disable this thing so I could get back out. And I had to go to his terminal to do it. And he was lying sick in this fucking bed thing and he was like on his last legs. And I taught him and he was basically like, fuck you, you're an arsehole. So I shot him in the head. He used his terminal and then walked out and I was like, yeah, that's quite satisfying, that. Not only am I blowing your life's work to shit, I've also put a bullet in your head. Fuck you, you're a shit son.
So you decided to save him.
I went institute and now you're like a megalomaniac. You get the option, you make a speech and you can be like really soft, slightly soft or militant.
Yeah,
and I
militant.
was like, don't get in our way and you won't die.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Blah blah blah, with mankind's only hope, all of this sort of stuff. And yeah, I went that way and you blow the shit out of the Brotherhood, you fucking eviscerate the Brotherhood's base.
Cool.
What I thought was pretty cool is when I went down there to like just fucking knock the institute. They've got like these synthetic gorillas behind this glass pane, and when like the window got shot, they come barreling out, and I went down and there was like Elder Max in there with a minigun, and there was this other wifey, and this legendary Brotherhood paladin there as well. And he had a Gatling laser, and he was just stood right in front of this thing, and these gorillas got out and just tore, like, just absolutely fucking wrecked him. And he was in power armor, and these gorillas just fucking knocked him.
It's good. There are some great touches in the game.
What I like though is like I kind of got shades of because it's not just all like there's only synths that attack you. Like all the scientists that work there and that, they run from you when they see you coming in. So I kind of got shades of like Modern Warfare 2 in the like airport level.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I don't have to kill these scientists, but I fucking am. I was like, die Institute, die, you're all going down. Because I thought, I've made my bed now, I'm here to blow the place up. I might as well just fucking go nuclear.
I liked it, I did enjoy it. I thought it was good. Not worth playing again though, in my opinion.
The only reason I kept playing it after I'd finished the main story was because I'd started building the castle and I wanted to fucking finish it, and now I've made a video of it, I've put it online and I've deleted my save and like I haven't gone back to it. So yeah.
I've sold mine.
I'll probably go back to it at some point.
I won't.
In like a couple of years.
I would then, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years. that's again, it's if the same thing happens with the PS4 with the PS3, where up until The Last of Us, there was a period of about a year and a half where there was virtually fuck all to play.
Yeah.
So I did go back and play some like good old games, you know.
Plus, obviously, there was that talk before it came out of there being a season pass for it, so DLC's in development of it, so I'll hang on to it to see what that's like.
I'll probably just buy it again. It's cheap as chips already. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I'm just getting The Witcher 3 again.
Oh, that was another bit of news. Apparently, CD Projekt Red are on record as saying that Blood and Wine is better than the original game, better than The Witcher 3. They feel more pleased with it. Basically, they went, we've took everything we learned about making The Witcher 3 and put it into Blood and Wine, and they're like, Blood and Wine is fucking awesome. It's better than the main story.
Well, I've hardly played any Witcher. I'm gonna get mine back and let it out. I'm gonna get mine back, and
I haven't even played the first DLC yet.
I haven't played any. I haven't even finished the game.
You never finished the game?
No,
I haven't either.
mate. I lent it out to Kieran when he lived above me, and the fucker still hasn't brought it back.
It's probably part extra.
So I told him when I saw him yesterday, the day before. I said I want it back. Like I want it back this week. So I'm gonna get it back and I'm gonna play it through. Because I love GTA, but there's not a lot of point in playing it now that I've got 208 billion. That's not an exaggeration. I literally have 208 billion now, Michael. I met a friend, a magic friend, who can do magic things with accounts, and he performed some magic.
So what were you saying about The Witcher then, before I just derailed you with talking
I'm
DLC?
trying to platinum the fucker, but then I've just realised that platinum means I'm going to have to learn to play Gwent.
Yeah.
Gwent's good fun, you know.
I don't like it. And I'm going to have to try and... Because you've got to collect all the Gwent cards as well, and some of them are missable.
Yeah.
So what I did was I'd loaded up a new game, completed White Orchard,
Yeah.
and realised
White Orchard's the first bit of my
yeah,
lesson.
I'd lost the game to the professor in the pub, and I didn't realise he'd give you cards if you won. I had to delete my save game, restart it. I managed to beat him. And there's another cool thing I've noticed is, can you remember there was a bit of a bug where you could kill the cows, get the hide,
Yeah.
meditate, kill the cows, get the hide and sell it. If you do that now...
Because the taxman comes around, doesn't
No, that's in the first DLC, but if you do it now, they've patched it, and this fucking unlimited level monster just turns up and
That's really
kicks
cool.
the fuck out of you.
That's really cool. I like that.
It's pretty awesome.
That's really cool.
I need my Witcher back. I want my Witcher
That's,
back.
do you know what? That's a far better way of dealing with shit like that, I think. It's far more, like, I would love that, rather than just going, oh, we've patched that so you can't do it anymore. I'd be like, oh, well, boo-hoo, you know what I mean? It was kind of exploiting anyway. But now it's like, you can still do it, but you'll get your shit fucked for it. Do you know what I mean? That's way better.
It just turns up and you're like, that looks big. And then it runs at you and you're like, why has it got skulls? Like, the level where it's supposed to show the levels are just skulls.
Yeah.
And like, I was hitting it, it lost no health. I was like, shit.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome. Like.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I can't wait to play the DLC though.
So, if you remember several months ago, well, it was about 6 months ago exactly, I was saying that Summer Games Done Quick, that speedrunning event, raised over $1 million for Doctors Without Borders. Well, obviously it's every 6 months. So Awesome Games Done Quick 2016 has just concluded, and they've raised 1.2 million for cancer research.
That's pretty good.
So yeah. So anyone who says that, like, you know, gaming does the world no good, you can't really argue with 2 million plus a year to give it to charities.
Well, here's the thing. While you're right about that, just to diverge on the same point, whoever claimed gaming was to do good, it's a recreational thing. You know, people criticise all the time. It's like, it's recreation. You know what I like? How there's that much media and that many people massively invested in criticising gaming, getting in the way of gamers. Gamers are sexist. Gamers have got no social value. Gamers are desensitised to violence. Blah blah blah.
Gamers live in a basement with them on.
Yeah, etc. etc. And they spend so much money and time into abusing and fucking griefing, and the stereotypes are so wrong in most cases. And here's the thing, 90% of lads I know are out fucking other women when they've got a girlfriend at home, and fucking getting pissed as fuck and destroying the fucking livers, putting a burden on the NHS, fighting, knocking each other's teeth out in fucking pubs all across the country, and everyone's like, why, that's just normal, boys will be boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
This really destructive thing that's like fucking the economy up, that's fine. Oh, but those guys who sit at home and don't bother anyone with a pad in their hands, they're fucking real evil.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
You know, it's like the Hollywood did this massive campaign against gaming. It turned out it was because like gaming had brought in so much more revenue than fucking movies. They thought it was destroying the movie business.
That's what happens with new media, though. I mean, fuck, who cares? Do you remember when cinema came in and everyone was like, "Oh God, now
It's witchcraft."
Yeah, exactly. Now people, they've got like a television, they're never going to read anymore. Do you know what I mean? Oh, these newfangled paper books. No one's going to write on stone tablets anymore.
You know, like rockabilly music in the 50s.
Yeah.
There was massive movements, not just in America, all across Europe, to have it stopped. And you talk
the
about
devil.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock, that stuff.
Yeah.
It's actually 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock.
Is it not the devil though?
5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock rock, that stuff. Yeah, fucking, it was all like, it's Satan, Tin. This is like people like Tinny's mum was the devil. Christine Tyndale. Do you know what I mean?
If you're listening, Tinny, which I know one of you're not.
Your mum's Satan. It's fucking ridiculous though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
But that's the thing, what other thing, like, in memory, right, I can't think of anything else, any one single organisation or movement or anything that has raised, in one fucking, like, weekend, $1.2 million for any cause ever.
There's fucking loads, Al.
Not to my knowledge.
There's fucking, well, you're a very ignorant man then. Do you know what I mean? There's so many organisations and movements that make that kind of money.
In one weekend?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well.
Easily. You know what I mean?
Because I think, like, it's like, my brain goes, alright, children in need. Right, there's a big hullabaloo about it, and it's like, oh, this year we've raised, like, $700,000 or whatever, or pounds.
Children in need make way more than that, mate.
Well, I was just using that as an arbitrary example. I don't actually have any idea how much children need, mate.
But it's they usually talk in the region of 5, 6 and 7 million. You know what I mean? And then you've got like
yeah, but I'm like,
comic relief.
think about in terms of exposure though.
Now you're backpedaling what you initially said, because you initially said, I can't think of any organisation that makes that kind of money. I'm just saying there's loads.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll move the goalposts. Right, comic relief and things like that. Obviously, they've got TV campaigns and it's everywhere. It's well known. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, this is like, I don't know. It's an event that happens twice a year.
What you're saying is it's obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
To make the amount of money it does for how obscure it is.
They've done very well.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't dispute they've done well. Just you're going and making it more than it was. No one else has ever done it like they have. Loads have.
No, well, fair enough. Here's one that it'll be absolutely heartbreaking for me and you. You won't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, you'll probably go, no, and it'll trigger you.
I'm ready.
Half-Life. There it is. Right. Half-Life author Mark Laidlaw
Boring!
announces retirement,
Oh,
which basically means
Boring.
Half-Life 3 is dead in the water.
yeah.
Boring. Oh, really? You've just come to terms with that, have you? You fucking muppets. You've fucking fallen into the biggest fucking troll bait of all history of the internet. Half-Life 3, I've been sitting waiting for it.
I haven't been sitting waiting for it, but
just
if it
go
happened-
back to your world.
Yeah.
That's full of tanks,
I'm
right?
I'm there.
You wouldn't know a good game if it kicked you in the bum.
Mate, you wouldn't know a world full of tanks if
Hey,
you were sat in a tank in one.
I don't know how you'll feel about this one though. You might like it, you might not. XCOM 2.
Hiya, good game, great game.
Being cancelled.
No, it hasn't.
At launch, it's coming with mod support.
Oh,
However, apparently the developer is teaming up with modders who originally made on XCOM Enemy Unknown a mod called The Long War, and it was basically what it did was it increased the campaign length by like several times over, added new elements in and different maps, more difficulty, like different enemy like attack patterns and stuff like that.
that's pretty cool.
They basically done the game over, made it longer and harder and more things. But basically, the mod support that's coming with, they've basically went, the devs have went, we're not going to do it. You're really good at doing it. Here, we'll bring you into the fold. We'll pay you. You make fucking cool mods for it to launch. But that's the thing. It's with stuff like that. The team that they've took on, these long wall modders, it's not like, oh, fucking.
It's gonna have funny hat on.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's actually legitimate, like gameplay variation stuff. rather than all.
Yeah, if you type this in, they all have massive bobbleheads.
Yeah, that'll be not like that.
Look, if you use its gun, it shoots out Thomas the Tank Engine.
I've been watching some pre-release footage of XCOM 2, by the way, and it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, they still won't confirm when they're going to work on the console version, but they have kept saying we probably will at some point.
What I'm actually really
But hopefully I'll have a Mac by then anyway.
what I'm waiting for is, you know, I was talking about that indie game Darkest Dungeon. I've mentioned it a couple of times. The full release is out on PC now, so all the Dune's working on the PS4 release, and it's cited for spring this year.
They're not,
so
man.
sometime in the next month or two, I'm going to be right into that.
You're not, man.
You hear that the team of hackers have managed to hack the PS4, install Linux on it, which is quite an impressive feat because Sony had the shit locked down. I think it took something like 7 years for somebody to actually be able to hack the PS3 before that was finally hacked. But yeah, I don't know why, but it was hacked. Put the Linux on.
Just a console?
Yeah, and it was running Pokemon the game. I don't know why they chose Pokemon.
Because Jesus.
Yeah.
What the fucking point of any of that? I suppose if you're happy, it's just so you can say I've done it.
Yeah.
So
Also, one last thing, World of Tanks.
I don't think I've mentioned it yet. It's an entire world.
I had that in my list of things as World of Tanks on PS4. Full stop. I had nothing more to say about it other than that.
What else is it to say?
The World of Tanks.
There's nothing else to say.
Except tanks.
And in a world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the division won't include Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, and Staten Island. It's only going to be Manhattan.
So they've cut quite a bit of shit, really.
Yeah, but it's still massive, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but the thing is though, like that's you can't be like that, because what if they're going to pull a fucking Activision?
That's what I think might happen actually.
Do you know what I mean?
Suddenly it works now, but so give us a tenner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they're getting rid of micro, now that I think about it, they've got rid of microtransactions, but took some map away. I think we know what's going to happen.
It's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? Really.
I'm still getting it.
Which version are you getting?
I don't know.
You can get the watch.
I want the watch.
You want the watch?
I want the watch.
He wants the watch.
I want the watch. I do want that watch. Have I mentioned that I want that watch?
Yeah, but we also mentioned what a fucking bone of contention it'd be if the game's shit and you've got this watch and the watch would constantly remind you of the wasted investment.
No. Do you know what else you get in that box set though?
What?
Because I've been looking at it as well. You get the watch, which I suppose is good for you. You get an art book, which I like art books.
I like art books, yeah. In fact, I don't like people who complain about art books. I think they should just go and buy the vanilla game and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But you get an armband. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's this thing, right? That you put on your arm and you keep stuff in it.
Yes, a utility armband. Yes, and a watch.
It looks so bad.
It doesn't, man.
You could keep your watch in it.
Keep it safe from.
I could put like spy stuff in there.
Yeah. Or just loads of pills to sell to kids.
I've got a pen. I've got a pen, right, that breaks windows and has a handcuff key.
Yeah, you do.
I could put that in there.
Basically, is it like over several games and Christmas presents, you're going to morph into some fucking vigilante fucking champion of the night.
Yeah. I have actually really got a pen that does that, Michael.
Awesome.
I have.
I believe you.
It's reinforced on the tip as well. So you can stab people and the roller ball still works and you can still write with it.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
It could only be better if when you stabbed them, it extracted their blood so you could then write with their blood.
And the handcuff
or even leave that blood at a crime scene and frame them for
Yeah.
The handcuff key's being tested on English police handcuffs and it works.
That's awesome.
It's cool, isn't it?
Do you want a prize?
No, I'm just telling you how cool I am.
Right,
I'm telling you how cool I am. Aren't I cool?
No.
Aren't I cool?
No.
I'm cool as fuck. Do you want to see it?
You'd be cool if you stopped playing World of Tanks.
I'm going to show you it. Look at this, Michael.
You'll get a pair of trainers that instead of them Heelys, it'll have tank treads on.
I want a pair of trainers like the guy off the Goonies.
Slick shoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that
It's
in
a
there,
pen.
that breaks windows.
Okay.
And there's my UK handcuff key.
Wow.
Isn't that the coolest thing? Aren't I cool?
Why?
Why
For
not?
if you ever get handcuffed and you've got a pen on you.
If you need to, what if I'm in a contract where a situation where I have to take yourself out of the cuffs, break the window, and then sign a contract?
And then stab someone and then sign another contract.
That's right. Now,
How could I not think of that?
Every day it counts.
do you own the equipment to do that? No.
No, I
I do.
don't.
I do.
Well, that'll go great with your armband.
Yeah, exactly.
And your watch.
That's right. And my
In your slick shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can run around Peterlee shouting, I'm the division.
When the apocalypse starts, right, you're just going to regret mocking me. You're going to be like, fuck me, he knows how to drive a tank. Right?
Surely though, the tank negates the need for any of the rest of it.
And plus, you driving anything's a scary fucking
Especially
thought.
if it's in that world.
He knows how to drive a tank. He's got a pen that he can kill and sign contracts with.
Yeah, he knows how to drive a tank, but he can't see.
Break windows.
When the apocalypse happens,
Get out of hand.
when would you ever need to sign contracts?
Right? See, this is why
The
you're
lease for
gonna
your
die.
tank.
See, you turn up to get a tank.
Well, there's nobody in the tank store
Oh
because
shit,
of
has
the
anyone got a
apocalypse.
pen?
I have.
Not the apocalypse, they don't exist anymore. I have.
See,
Well, sir, you've just got yourself a tank.
in this apocalyptic world. See,
Well, when you put it like that, it makes so much sense.
well, you know, you laugh it up now. Laugh it up now.
While you can.
Because I'll see my day. You fucking losers. You're not a winner like me. You won't be running around with your pen
And your
you're
watch.
watching your armband like a winner.
your
When I
switches.
walk
The
around
armband
this
looks
town-
like an old 80s Sony Walkman.
That's a good thing. When I walk around this town, you know what people are going to see? They're going to be like, there's a winner. He's ready for the apocalypse. He's a fucking winner. And when they see you two, they'll be like, losers.
I'll call you Slick Bick.
That's right. That's right. Used to, haven't got a clue. You don't know anything.
Well, I'm capped out for gaming news.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening right now.
The apocalypse.
I'm just ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
Also, you could probably open tins of that, so when everyone
Course
else
I
is
can.
like hoarding
Course I
tin
can.
food,
Yeah, I can just get in.
and everyone's like,
Bam,
shit,
it's mine.
I've got all this tin food, but I never kept a can opener. Fuck.
Yeah, see?
And I'll have to bash it in with rocks and lose half of it. You'll just be like,
Yeah.
And on that note, World of Tanks.
World of Tanks.
Well, the tanks.